Andrew Tate, one of the most divisive figures on social media, was detained in Romania a month ago. The businessman and his brother have been detained on charges of human trafficking. Both have had their appeals for release from pretrial imprisonment denied thus far. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. As you know, we have been on the hunt to bring you all the stories around Andrew Tate lately to keep you updated. In this video, we'll talk about what Andrew Tate had to say after being silent for a month after his arrest. Let's get this video started. Internet celebrity who has caused controversy. On Friday, a judge ordered Andrew Tate and his brother to be held for a month while prosecutors investigated allegations of rape and human trafficking against the pair. On Thursday, Romanian law enforcement officials reported that they had executed search warrants at 5 separate addresses and arrested 4 people in connection with the probe. The 4 suspects were first arrested for 24 hours, according to Romania's Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, DIICOT. The brothers Tate and Tristan will remain in detention for another 30 days after a Bucharest court granted DIICOT's request to do so, according to the brothers' attorney, Eugen Vidineac. As reporters waited outside the courthouse, Vidineac assured them their ruling would be challenged. And he said, "From our perspective, there are no grounds for pursuing the most serious preventative measures permitted by the Criminal Procedure Code." Reuters reported this. According to DIICOT's investigation, the 4 suspects worked together as part of a transnational criminal organization that operated out of Romania, the United Kingdom, and the United States to perpetrate the crime of human trafficking. 2 defendants are accused of taking victims to Romania and sexually exploiting them through physical violence and compulsion. The victims were induced to believe by the suspects that they were entering a marriage cohabitation relationship. They further claim that in March of 2022, one of the suspects raped the same victim again. According to the DIICOT statement, the criminal organization is responsible for the sexual exploitation of at least 6 victims. Educators and other adults were quick to express concern that a generation of young men was internalizing his misogynist views after his rise to fame earlier this year. His account had around 11.6 billion views before it was deleted. Tate made news this week after an exchange on Twitter with Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg. Thunberg advised him to get a life after he boasted about his many automobiles and their respective huge emissions. Officials claimed in a translated press statement that the Tates enticed their victims into believing they were interested in genuine relationships, then transferred them to houses where they were constantly monitored and threatened with violence if they did not participate in porn recordings. Following that, the videos would be made available for purchase on the web. Tate has already gleefully acknowledged a variant of this. Toxic Masculinity's King alleged to the Daily Mirror that he and his brother ran a complete scam business in which 75 women were paid $4 per minute to talk to men. At the same time, the Tates kept most of the proceeds for themselves. Tate's brand centers on his image as a straight-talking hustler who films himself in front of flashy automobiles and scantily clad models while smoking cigars and wearing a bathrobe. Tate has been seeking attention for quite some time. Nevertheless, it wasn't until last year when clips of his angry rants and questionable business advice often went viral on TikTok, propelling him into the mainstream. Much talk about him concerns the future of young men and boys. At the time, male teachers at both the middle school and high school levels reported a significant increase in incidents of sexual harassment and sexist hate speech from their male students. As a result, every major social media platform suspended his accounts, although in November, Twitter restored him access because Elon Musk now owns the company. After Harvey Weinstein's accusers came out in 2017, Tate tweeted, "If you put yourself in a situation to be raped, you must bore, responsibility," prompting its removal. For the first time since Andrew Tate and his brother were jailed in Romania, he has taken to Twitter. After a raid on his home in Bucharest, the social media star, his brother, and 2 other suspects were taken into custody in connection with an ongoing investigation into human trafficking and rape. The 4 defendants appear to have constructed an organized crime gang with the intention of recruiting, housing, and abusing women by forcing them to make pornographic content intended for viewing on specialized websites for free, said Romanian prosecutors. Tate has made his first public Twitter message since his arrest, saying, "The Matrix sent its operatives." Human trafficking, rape, and the establishment of an organized criminal gang are all being probed by the Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, DIICOT. The DIICOT stated, "We make it plain that throughout the entire criminal process, the investigated persons benefit from the procedural rights and protections established by the Code of Criminal Procedure, as well as the presumption of innocence. According to DIICOT, several suspects employed the so-called lover boy form of trafficking, in which a male lures a woman into a romantic connection with the intent of eventually sexually exploiting her. The captives were then allegedly moved to Ilfov County, located near Bucharest, and held in structures where they were forced to create pornographic material. Despite his ongoing detention in Romania, Andrew Tate has been granted access to email. After being arrested in December, Tate emailed his newsletter readers for the first time since then. YouTuber Fessify claims that Andrew Tate sent out a newsletter to all his followers with the title, "My First Email from Imprisonment," which is shown in the video alongside the tate@cobratate.com email address. He describes his current living situation in the communication. "I promise to write you daily about my lessons while in unfair prison. They want to break me down completely, placed in a dark cell. The only creatures I have company from at night are cockroaches, lice, and bedbugs. I am completely respectful when the guards transport me to and from the courthouse," he stated. "When they see me, they try to fill my heart with hate. But the phrases please and thank you will always be with me. My guards only do their jobs because they need to support their families. Remember your manners, even when things are tough." The unlawful confinement, Tate explained, was an attempt to destroy my iron mind. To show complete deference to those around me is an act of defiance on my part. Not even they can break me. All of the guards have verified that I am not guilty. They are aware of the injustice. They realize I won't give in. So they have a lot of respect for me. Keep the phrases please and thank you in mind. This is the Wudon manner. The kickboxer tweeted his fan email address at the same time he wrote the email. In the email, Tate complains that he is besieged by roaches, bedbugs, and other pests in his solitary confinement cell. He had been suspended from the social media platform in 2017 after suggesting that victims of sexual assault should carry responsibility, but he was recently allowed back on. Earlier this week, Tate posted a photo of himself next to a Bugatti and said he owned 33 automobiles, sparking a battle of words with 19-year-old climate activist Greta Thunberg. Tweeting to Ms. Thunberg, he said, "Please offer your email address so I can submit a detailed list of my automobile collection and their respective massive emissions." As an answer, she said, "Yes, do fill me in on the details. You can reach me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com." Tate, his brother, and 2 Romanian nationals have all been under scrutiny since April. There's a video of Tate and his sibling presumably being escorted out of a mansion that's gone viral on social media. In the past 5 years, he has relocated to Romania. Although the Tate brothers were not specifically named, the Romanian Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, DIICOT, had previously issued a statement alleging that 2 British nationals and 2 Romanian nationals were suspected of being part of a criminal group focused on human trafficking. A video of the operation was also released, showing weapons and cash lying around one area. That's all for today, folks, and we hope you enjoyed knowing everything about Andrew Tate with us. Keep watching for more amazing videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel on your way out. See you next time. Until then, bye.